What's up guys, it's David $21 here once again for the FireFuture clan, and yes, there it is. We have lost by 20 stars in our first war really since our clan last fell apart. Some of the leadership team left. Actually pretty much everyone left. As you can see, quite a number of players have left. And everyone's now an elder. You know, there isn't really much that this clan's got going forth. But we do have at least some attacks, so as you can see right here, I took out the number 2 in 1 bases for 2 stars. Both of them were Town Hall 12s, and I'm a Town Hall 9 clearly, so I'll explain how I did that in just a little bit. Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 12 to get 2 stars on each. Granted, they were not the strongest Town Hall 12s ever, like they did have a bit of rush defenses, but you know, I decided to just try and do these for fun because I figured that people were not really going to attack much because the morale of the team was very low at this point. As you can see, only 10 attacks have been used, and there were so many Town Hall 9s that have not been touched up until now. So I figured rather than 3-star the lower Town Hall 9s or the higher Town Hall 9s, which I can do fairly well, I decided let's do something more fun and attack the top bases. So here's right here, Town Hall 12 and another Town Hall 12. I got 64% on number 2 and 52% on number 1. So I got a grand total of 116% and 4 stars against Town Hall 12s as a Town Hall 9. And I don't even have the best royals. My queen is only level 20 and my king is just now going to level 18, so he was level 17 before. And right now we're doing a war search for our clan. Angry Nissan 52 did that. And as you can see, for some reason he left me as an elder even though I gave him the leader position. Not sure what he's doing there, but yeah. Basically, here's the final score. It's 21 to 41. We got just barely about 57% total destruction, whereas they got 95.07% total destruction. So they definitely shoved their asses up. And one of them was able to take out my anti 3-star base for 3 stars on a fresh hit, if I'm not wrong. Yep, it was a fresh hit using just a plain old lava Lunian. So that tells me I'm gonna have to change up my base a little bit, I guess. There's nothing else really to say besides that. But yeah, basically we have got a bunch of attacks that we would like to show, even though we didn't really do much for this entire war. We're gonna be looking at 1, 2, and 3. So yes, of course, let's start off with number 1. So I am number 7 attacking number 1. And looking at our composition, I'm clearly a Town Hall 9, so my Queen is only level 20, so she isn't even maxed yet. And I decided to do a Queen Walk on this base and drop the healers off to the left to avoid that air defense. And right off the bat, my Archer Queen is gonna have a one-on-one battle with the enemy Archer Queen, and since she somehow was out of range of all the defenses, she won that fight. So yeah, we're going in right here. A low 4x was attacking my queen right now, so I drop a rage spell. And what I'm going for basically over here is I want the Archer Queen to gradually work towards that Eagle Artillery and take it out before the rest of my ground squad come in to play. So yeah, Queen is still in the rage spell. Now she's gonna walk out of it and start attacking the gold storage. So that's gonna take a little bit of time to get out that gold storage, but I'll also snipe out some percentage on the outside if I can. I got that collector up in the top. I dropped an earthquake spell to do some damage to many of these high hit point structures, like the Eagle Artillery, Town Hall, the Inferno Tower, and the Expo, of course. And then I dropped another rage spell, but I used the ability right away because the Town Hall was doing a lot of damage to her, so probably should have thought more about that. And the Eagle Artillery did get a trigger, but I didn't get to fire a single shot, so I'm probably doing really well right now. 44% damage. The King and Bolus are doing some damage over there, setting up the funnel and helping the Valkyries to eventually pass straight for that Town Hall. I've got 3 spells to help the Valkyries take out the core, which is going to be extremely powerful because of the high level expos, the level 4 Giga Tesla on the Town Hall, and of course the 2 level 5 Infernos. So I drop a free spell preemptively. It's level 7. I drop the raid spell and the heal spell, of course, just a little bit to ensure that the Valks can get the Town Hall, which they do. And I drop the heal spell on the left side to try and help the Valkyries, take out some more structures over there. Should have dropped it on the right side instead because Those on the left are just banging against walls, so they're not gonna do much. But by the way, we have gotten the 2 stars 50%. The Valkyrie's gonna take out the Tesla 52%, and that's gonna be it. So 2 stars by a Town Hall 9 on a Town Hall 12. Granted, this isn't the most powerful Town Hall 12, but it was pretty deadly in the center. The explos were level 4, so they were not maxed for Town Hall 11 or 12, but they still did a crazy amount of damage to my troops, so I'm glad I managed to get a 2 star. Of course, as you guys can see from how the outcome of the war looks like, I didn't need to get a 2 star on the Town Hall 12s, but I figured why not just try it for fun, and I managed to pull it off. I'm glad. So this is my second attack right here, actually my first attack, and I'm going for number 2, and yeah, I start up by picking up some structures on the outside. The balloon and minion pair over there just barely managed to get Archer Tower, as you can see, so that helps a lot. Or at least a little bit. The minion's gonna snipe that cannon over there. The minion's gonna be going for this other cannon in the north, so yeah, the Archer Queen is now going over here. This time I've given her only 4 healers, and we're gonna see how she manages to do against these defenses right here. Level 12 cannon, level 12 Archer Tower. So yeah, again, this base is not a max. It's not exactly like the best standard. It's not a max Town Hall 11 or even a max Town Hall 10. Yeah, this Town Hall 12 defenses on top, but still, Town Hall 9 attacking the Town Hall 12, you know, I definitely need to be very careful if I want to get this 2 star, especially since my queen isn't level 30. She's 10 levels under the level 30 mark. So things actually didn't go according to plan right there, because the Warbreakers didn't go where I wanted to go, and when one did would go where I wanted to go, I got sniped off this cannon. So Warbreaker fail means that the queen is just going to blindly follow the king and bowlers on the north side of the base, and the funnel doesn't look very good at this point, and I'm a little bit frantic. You know, I don't really know what to do. I don't know how I'm going to get my Valkyries to go into the center, so just drop the jump right there and pray that the Valkyries can bust their final way to the Town Hall to get this 2 stars. So poison spell quickly goes down the queen. Of course, I've also dropped the earthquake spell to do a bunch of damage to the Town Hall, because it has a ton of hit points being level 12. And look at this, the Valkyries are gonna just barely clutch out that Town Hall. They've also taken out some other defenses, and now they're actually gonna try and push for even more percentage. If you think about that range spell, they did manage to get through the Town Hall and the other wall quickly. I quickly spam wizards on that side to make sure I got that army camp for even more percentage. And it was at this point that I realized how well I had actually done against this base. I noticed that I was at 60%, and at this point I was genuinely confused. I was like, how did I manage to get so much percentage? I was just going for 50% at the Town Hall, and I've landed myself up at 64% 2 stars. So at this point I was like, wait a minute, what exactly just happened that allowed me to get more percentage? And I figured, you know, the troops were probably going down here to clear out some of the structures, and you know, that was definitely an interesting attack for me. This was originally the most heroic attack of the war. I mean, we didn't do many attacks during this war, and then when I did the second attack against the number 1 and got just barely the 2 star, 52%, that became the new most heroic attack. So there it is right there, and their most heroic attack is number 3, taking out number 2 for 3 stars. So credit to him on that one as well. And we're gonna go ahead and have a look at only one more attack right here. So Gennaro is a Town Hall 10 right here, and he's gonna be attacking this Town Hall 11 with some pretty deadly defenses in the core. So this is not a Town Hall 12, but it is a Town Hall 11, and he's attacking from a Town Hall level down. So let's see how he manages to get a 2 stars in this space. Nice spread of the haste spells. Nice timing of the heal spell and the rage spell, and overall he's just going for 2 stars, of course. But look at this deadly center that he has to go up against. It's a bunch of level 9 Teslas, level 4 Inferno Towers, and of course the Eagle Artillery, who has just managed to fire another 2 shots. And now the baby dragons are gonna be able to clutch that Town Hall with the assistance from some of those minions. And right now he's at 50%, so this fairly common anti 2 star base that you may see quite a lot in multiplayer mode, which of course is one of those ring formats that aims to make defenses, you know, like to make the core pretty strong and have troops like giants, golems, and balloons go around the outside for a high percentage 1 star. It has been taken out for 2 stars by the Town Hall 10, which is pretty good. Because I have seen a number of Town Hall 11s fail on this type of base design before in war. And to see a Town Hall 10 without the Grand Warden and fairly low level heroes 15 and 18 take out this Town Hall 11 for 2 stars is definitely not too shabby at all to see. Archer's gonna pick off that wall, or at least try to. Not much happening over there. And this attack wraps up at 64%, so same percentage as what I got on number 2. Of course, he was using a slightly less professional attack than I was. You know, using just a Lava Lunian, and yeah, that's basically going to be it. 99% right there by one of our Town Hall 11s technically, but he does not have the Eagle Artillery, and he does not have the Grand Warden either. So he is a Town Hall 11, but he is basically a Town Hall 10 with some additional stuff on top. He does have the upgraded versions of some troops like the Valkyries at level 6, the Balloons at level 7, and the Hounds at level 4. So yeah, there he is right there. He has left the clan, of course. And that's basically going to be it for this video. Like, there aren't really many attacks for us to see right here. Nissan dropping down to the Town Hall 8s to take them out because, you know, again, the morale wasn't really very high for him or for any of the other people in the clan. You know, we have fallen apart, but at least we've got some good attacks for this show. I'm going to be opting out of the next war because my Barbarian King is upgrading. And let's have an update on my base. Every single one of my walls is now at level 10. And all I have left to upgrade, really, to get a max level is going to be 4 mortars, which I'm not really interested in. My level 2 expos, one of my air sweepers, and that's basically it. Then I'm a max Town Hall 9. And of course my heroes, but you know, I've only got so much time to farm these guys up. So that's basically going to be it for this video. This was definitely interesting to do. You know, I figured just try attacking stuff and manage to get something out of them. Rather than 3-star Town Hall 9s, which I definitely could do. Like, these are bases that with a little bit of planning I definitely could take out, but you know, I personally don't enjoy trying to 3-star, you know, similar level bases to myself as much as going upwards to like a max Town Hall 10 or even a rush Town Hall 11 or 12 and getting a 2-star attack. You know, I personally find that more fun than 3-starring fellow Town Hall 9s. I don't know about you guys. And yeah, that's basically going to be it for this video. Looks like that guy just walked in, saw how bad we were and left the clan, but yeah. Yeah, nothing else to say except for I don't know if I'm going to be staying in this clan. This might be the last time I hang out in FireFuture, and then after that I'm going to be looking for a new clan to join. There is a level 14 clan that I'm looking at right here that I might be able to join, and it is set on anyone can join, so I definitely could be hopping over there. In fact, I might do just that right after this video so I can get some high level troops in my clan castle when they donate to me. And yeah. And yeah, Town Hall 9s, hint, if you're bored of trying to 3-star fellow Town Hall 9s and you're considering trying to do something different, then go for 2 stars on higher level bases in Clan Wars, especially rush Town Hall 11s and Town Hall 12s, because at Town Hall 10, you know, you can get a high percentage 2-star on a fellow Town Hall 10 and then pave the way for a Town Hall 10 to get the last couple percentage points and get a 3rd star. But if you're really careful with your funneling, if you're really good if you're funneling and you pick the right troops and you have at least a level up, perhaps 20 queen, of course having her above that would definitely help a lot more. But Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 10 to get a 2-star and above 65% or so is actually fairly easy to do with a queen walk on one side, a king, a bolus, and some wizards on the other side, and Valkyries to get the Town Hall. You know, that's fairly easy to do. Or sometimes just use the Lava Lunian will do the job as well. So try going for rush Town Hall 11s or Town Hall 12s even, if you're in a slightly less professional clan and you know want to try doing something new, because Town 9s taking on fellow Town 9s. They do provide for good learning experiences, but I personally feel that attacking way up higher like this provides for even better for learning experience because it just points to you how much you can do against bases where that are not evenly matched myself, like you guys see this. A level 2 Eagle Artillery down there and a bunch of level 3 expos. So yeah, I decided why not just try it for fun, and this ended up working out. So Zhao 9s taking on Zhao 12s for 2 stars. Yes, it is possible. 3 years ago, Zhao 9s would usually settle for 1 stars on fellow Zhao 10s in order to trophy push, and sometimes try for 2 stars on an anti-3-star based Zhao 10 war. But that was 3 years ago. 3 years have passed, and now Zhao 9s can sometimes get 2 stars on Zhao 12s. So that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoy watching. I hope to see you all in the next video, where I'll most likely be in a different clan. And yeah, take care, YouTube.